What's up guys? So we were reviewing the final video for our custom double stack 1911 grip, and we decided that it would be a good standalone video to show you guys exactly how we made the fixture. So if you saw our last video, you'll know that we pretty much machined all of the outside work and we roughed out this inside pocket. So now we need to come in and finish basically all of this top half as well as this inside and all of our holes. Now, it really begs the question here, how we're gonna hold this. So I need something that's gonna be repeatable because I have a lot of these to make, but I also don't want to end up messing up my finish on this outside. So probably don't wanna be clamping on this surface. So that's where I come up with this design for this fixture. Now this is a two-piece design. What I did was I made a base plate that stays inside the machine with locating pins, as well as a top plate that's going to bolt to our grip, and it's going to be located off of this plate. And now every time we put this in, the fixture itself will be located by the locating pins. All right, so enough of that. Let's get to the machine and start making this fixture. All right, so we got op one of the base plate done, which is obviously just a simple rectangle at this point, but we also just finished op one on the top plate. So now we need to start press fitting some of our fixture components in. So this is a good opportunity for me to show you what we're actually going to use here. For this fixture, we're going to use the lockdown Quickchange Kit from Mitee-Bite. Mitee-Bite is a super awesome product. Great guys over there, have been using them for years, and I've always wanted to use this lockdown kit and I've never got to, so I'm going to do it on this project. So this is the lock pin. So you screw this down into your fixture, the bottom base plate. So it has this plunger here that's spring loaded, so when you screw it down, it pushes the balls out, which locks your fixture down or your part. It also comes with 4 of these pieces, if you want to use them, that you press fit into the top plate that has a little lip in here. So what this does is your pin will slip inside, and then when you depress or screw down the pin, the balls come out and lock into that little groove. So another thing this kit comes with is 2 locating pins. So 1 round, 1 diamond, as well as 4 bushings. You can do a couple things here. You can either press fit these pins straight into your base plate, or you can machine it out for the bushing and then have this pin slip fit in the bushing, because if you see, it's got a counterbore hole there, and they give you the screws to screw it down into the base plate. So what we're going to do is we're going to press fit the first 2 bushings into our top plate. And you can tell these guys do this a lot because I really like that they added this. So what they did is they turned down a little section at the top, maybe a couple thou smaller than the outside diameter. That tells me that they press fit pins a lot, because that helps you align this up perfectly so you don't start in crooked when you got to press fit. So let's go ahead and install these now. All right, so we got our bushings installed, and so now we're going to take this out, flip it over, probe it, and run op C. All right, so now we got op 2 of our top plate done. So we're going to press fit those other bushings into these 2 holes here. These don't have a lead in because they're knurled on the outside, so I went ahead and put a 2 thou lead in on the counterbore at the top. So that's just going to help me start these straight. So you see here, got our bushings from op 1. That's going to be what locates it with the dowel pins, or the locating pins. and then these is what's going to hold it down. Now we're going to go ahead and run op 2 on our base plate. After that op, we'll install the locating pins, and then we'll actually run the part. So stay tuned. All right, so we got op 2 on the base plate done. Just like the top plate, we're going to press fit our drill bushings, and this is what's going to locate our locating pins. So now I can take my locating pins, sit right there, got my diamond. All right, so one thing I didn't mention when this was machining is that after it drilled these holes, I came in with an end mill and milled them out. So the diameter was already set by the drill, but what the end mill was doing was putting a flat bottom at the bottom of these holes for my little plunger here. All right, so how this is going to work is we're going to put our grip on our top plate. We're going to run the bolt through the bottom, this counterbore here, and that's going to hold it down. We'll put our pin through that cross hole, and that's what's going to locate it in these slots. So as you can see, I put this little threaded hole here with a set screw. That's just going to hold my pin in, so when this thing's rotating, the pin doesn't have a chance to fall out. But essentially, so our top plate's got the same 2 bushings here for our locating pins, and then our custom bushing here for the lockdown. So what's going to happen, so we're going to put this on here like this. It's going to be perfectly located. There's no wobble in it. Then we'll just come here, tighten these up, and that's going to lock it into place. So this is going to provide us with a very repeatable process every time we take this in and out. If I haven't already mentioned it, this is obviously overkill for what we're doing here, but I knew since I'm using a bolt through the bottom of the grip, I didn't want to have to take this fixture in and out every time, worry about indicating it in or probing it, locating it every time I take it in and out. So by doing this, this is allowing me to take this in and out, but still be able to quickly locate it every time I put it back in the machine. I don't have to worry about it. All I got to do, pop it down on here, tighten my 2 lockdown pins, and I'm good to go. All right guys, so that's it for our fixture. There's not a lot to it, but like I said earlier, this is going to be a very repeatable design. Make sure you're subscribed, because in our next video, we're going to be finishing out this grip. Appreciate y'all. See you next time.